You know, I've been thinking about this for a really long time now. You know what, America? It's time for some real change. You know what? I'm gonna do something I haven't done ever on this channel. Well, I've done some things. I've done some things that I quite regret. Such as talk about the wrong person, talk about the wrong group of people, talk about the wrong topic, get off topic. I'm known for doing that. That's what I like about YouTube, is that I can do whatever I want and not get in trouble for it. And then eventually get in trouble for it. And then not care about it. You see, I used to get in trouble while I was in high school. High school used to mean a lot to me. And I did some things that I quite regret doing. Of course, I blamed the wrong people. But of course, that was my heyday. That was my starting. That was a learning process. That's what high school is for. Is to learn. You learn who to pick on, who to torture, and then who to stomp to the ground. I learned that the hard way with the Death Eater mask and the costume and this. Oh, you thought that after I took off the mask in my last video that I was finished. I'm not finished. Not yet. But this will be the very last time you see this mask. Because, my friend, things change. And when things change, it's either for the good or for the bad. This change is for the greater good. Because this mask will no longer be put onto my face. It will no longer be worn by anybody. It will be put up for good. Forever. It will be stored in a safe place. And that brings me to the point of this video. So that when things change for the better or for the worse, it usually involves thinking about it. I was thinking about getting rid of this mask. And now I finally will be able to get rid of the mask. Recently, I just ordered a new mask. A skull suck mask. So at least you'll be able to see my mouth move. And you'll still be able to, you'll be able to see my eyes a little better. And I will still be the same old crazy smoke. And maybe, just maybe, I will be feared a lot better than before. And maybe, just maybe, I could be taken seriously for once. Now, as I'm recording this, it is approximately 4 to 5 days left until the general election, where we vote for the next president of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set with two options. One, vote Donald Trump and America is saved. Or two, vote for Hillary Clinton and we end up going to civil war. I said this in my last video. I said this exactly in my last video. That there will be another civil war. And that's not a threat. That is just pure prediction. And I won't have any cause with this civil war. I am just simply stating that if Hillary Clinton becomes the president of the United States, we are doomed to another civil war. In which, ladies and gentlemen, we may or may not do very well in. I want to choose my words very, very carefully. Because when I talk about war, it's usually not a very, very... It's very sensitive. And I'm usually not a very sensitive person. In fact, I tend to stay away from this type of talk, this topic of war. But we are on a verge of another civil war, thanks to Obama and his selfish, selfless ways of a stupid, fucked up healthcare system that doesn't even work. He's been treating our veterans with disrespect and bringing in a bunch of refugees in which the terrorists are being mixed in. So terror attacks have been upped by 50%. Why we haven't seen more than what we have seen is beyond me. But the terrorists are inside America. And they are living among us, waiting to strike, waiting to kill. They also want to attempt to turn America onto itself. They want to project their law, which is some fucked up bullcrap thing called Sharia law or whatever the hell it's called. I don't even fucking care what it's called. It is not American. America does not have to dwindle down to such pity that we have to change our country laws to accept another religion. This country was made so that anybody can come in with whatever religion you want to believe in. Not one religion. And you, all of you Muslims, and I say all of you because I have not met one that has said otherwise. That they're not trying to force Sharia law onto America. It's been happening. I want to congratulate the Chicago Cubs for winning the World Series. Series. It's been over 108 years, my friends, since Chicago has won a World Series. I predicted that Game 7 would be a legendary game. I didn't announce it to the world, but I predicted it. And it turned out to be one of the greatest baseball games of all time. 40 million people sat in front of a TV to watch that game. And over 70 million at least tuned in for a couple of minutes just to see what the hell was going on. Not confirmed. It's approximate numbers. Let's just say that America was watching the World Series. Care or not, you've heard of the World Series. You've heard about the Cubs. You've heard that it's been over 100 years since they've won a World Series. Excuse me. And they finally do it. Change. That World Series proved something to me. Change is there. It took 108 years for change to happen. Different coach, different players, different style. A lot of emotion. A lot of energy. That's what I like about any sports game or any sports event. Racing is a big one. That's why I like racing. I like sports. I'm a sports enthusiast. Enthusiast. I watch sports purely because for the entertainment. Wrestling counts as a sport. I watch American football. I watch soccer, rugby, American college football, if that counts as the same thing. Hockey. I watched the Olympics this past summer. Or at least what I could watch. And yes, of course, I watched baseball. When something good is happening. I don't just watch baseball because there's nothing on. There damn well better be a good team playing. And it just so happens that my family on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side, just so happens to be Cub fans. My mom's grandpa, my great-grandpa, was a big Cubs fan. He would be very, very proud if he was still living today. But though I am 23 years old, and he passed when I was very, very young, at a very young age, and I don't remember what he looks like. But I was told that he was a very big Cubs fan. And he would be so proud of the Cubs today. I was also told that he would be very, very proud of me. Also me. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because of my enthusiasm. The energy that I have. Maybe it's because the number I wear right here, excuse me. I'm forgetting where my camera is. Maybe it's because of the number I wear, or the shirt that I'm wearing. Yes, it might be my old high school shirt, but I still fit in it. There's a reason why I do stuff like this. And you know, it's starting to get to me too. I do all this stuff on purpose. Not on accident. And then everybody's like, oh, you pulled that off perfectly. And I'm like, I know I did. I did that on purpose. My emergency alert system mocks prove my point. This channel has gone through some dramatic changes over the years. I went from doing this to gaming to a combination of this and gaming to back to this. And now streaming. Blog TV is coming back very, very soon. I'll wait for that to happen. So, at the end of the day, what do we got to do to get America's attention? There's Hillary Clinton scandals everywhere. The most recent one is that she's now being investigated by the FBI again. The case reopened days before the election. As I'm saying this, my computer crashes. No idea how. Anyways. You see Hillary Clinton getting investigated. No other presidential candidate has ever been under FBI investigation before, other than Hillary Clinton. Bill Clinton is a sexual predator, and he was pretty damn close to getting impeached. Jimmy Carter, Watergate, pretty sure that was him. He was pretty much impeached. And everybody's putting down Trump because he's a big businessman. Oh, he's going to turn America into a business. You know, maybe that's what America needs to be. America needs to be a business. And I would not mind America turning into a business, because it'd be so much better than turning into a communist country that will literally go to war against itself. Ronald Reagan was an actor, and he was criticized for being an actor right before he got elected. What happened? Landslide happened. That's what happened. Ronald Reagan won by a landslide. Against who? None other but Jimmy Carter. An actor. As President of the United States. Goes to show that people can change. People didn't vote for Ronald Reagan because he was an actor. People voted for Ronald Reagan because of what he believed in. Donald Trump is the reimagining of Ronald Reagan. Donald Trump is the savior for America. And if you can't see that, you are so deep sucking on Fox News' dick or CNN's pussy that you can't see the truth. The media has always been against Donald Trump. Why? Because they know that Donald Trump would be the greatest president of all time. So vote this coming Tuesday. See if it matters. Because if Donald Trump does become president, then there is hope. But if Hillary Clinton becomes president, there's no hope. America will go to civil war. And as I said, and as I continue to predict, it's going to be bad.